Good morning, everyone, and Vault Hunters. I have some exciting news. I was holding out to see if there would be some Borderlands 3 keys, and it seems like Randy was waiting. I do have some. You have to be a Twitch Prime member in order to get some. On top of that, I do have some regular Borderlands keys for everyone. On top of the news, my name's Mac, you're at the MacGyver7 channel, and today we're going to be covering some gaming-related news. So let's go ahead and hop into it. To start the fun, I thought this was really funny. I found this on Randy's site. Was that IBM piece right there is literally 5 megabytes in 1956. That big piece of material couldn't even load up Borderlands 1. Think about that. Couldn't even play Borderlands Science. But it is modern science for today for us to play it on the cool technology we have. But let's go ahead and see what's changed inside the game for hotfixes. One of the bigger game shifters in the loot universe was that no longer Pandora, the event shifted over to Promethea. So if you want to be getting those really cool events with a lot of the loot where you can explore, get like your really cool weapons, I tried it out. There was really a lot of amazing stuff that you can kind of get. Every territory had its own little area to kind of like mine all over. So these events are going to be shifting out in and out between this and Eden 6 being next, and we'll be covering that in the next patch notes. But for the meantime, here is an itinerary of which you can see what's coming up on the roadmap. With that being said, let's go ahead and hop right over to our hotfixes. Now, as appreciative they were about the Revenge of the Cartel with the experiment with the Mayhem 2, they've been closely monitoring it and did notice some bug fixes, on top of even sniper rifles being almost useless in the last hotfix. They're also aware of the patch portion of the additional hotfixes that temporarily disabled the 2 resources in the Mayhem mode, the boundary issues and the Drone Ranger. They have been initially improved for its performance and initial portions of stability, so you can be looking forward in order to get all those things done for you in the near future. Now let's go ahead and look at our co-op shift. As you can see right there where the co-op drop ends, and already had that portion in time. That was probably one of the funner ones that was out there, so you could get tons and tons of some really great orange loot. Hopefully a lot of you guys and gals were able to get it, but what is going to adjust is the rate of the legendaries in Mayhem mode. It's also going to adjust the anointed gear in Mayhem mode, the activities in the loot universe, even in Promethea, the lowered OPQ system secondary rate of fire to prevent the stability concerns due to the gunner's ability to spawn and an excessive number of drones. On top of the addressed concerns on the badass enemies and the guns, the Love and Tentacles DLC, where some only dropping common and rare items, which wasn't that good. You want a little bit better than that. Addressing the reports in the progression block that could sometimes occur when enemies would fall to the spawn during the protect the nibble. In that kind of situation of the cons. On top of that, as it comes down to the very portion of it behind the wooden of the shadows of the Curse Havens, there have been a lot of portions of people being stuck behind on top of there. On top of the stand up and the float during the defeated and the dominate and the status effect in the horror of the woods, there was a lot of issues that were centered around that. And the Nibble Nomicon makes the list yet again for the reported stuck spots in the pipe during the portion of that mission. Addressing the concerns for as far as the camp where during the horror woods, which was probably a problematic mission that they overkilled. And then you can see the reduction between the Moxtail donation for on the Echo Cast from 60 seconds to 30 seconds. So your load time's not going to be something too far that you have to jump out of your seat in order to get past. This is a freaking hilarious video. Like, I found it on, again, Randy uploads the most random stuff. So let's go ahead and get you some loot. Some important news centering the shift code portions of a 2-week warning that the Vault Insider program will be ending. On top of that, if you look inside of the situation for the Twitch Prime, they do mention that this might be the last one that they're going to roll out for as far as the Twitch Prime accounts. So make sure that you're logging on in order to claim these, just in case it does happen to be the last one. You can get a lot of cool loot. And you can come up in the world with a lot more cooler stuff. I'll have this link down below. Make sure that you link your account to that. And there's also more cool stuff you can find within that list of Twitch Prime awesome loot. So don't forget to browse Now let's go ahead and get into our first round of some keys. You have console specific, choose which console you need to, and there will be 5 keys readily for Borderlands 1. This will also be linked down below. Redeem these as soon as possible. These should be good to go. Here's your second set for Borderlands 1, and again, these go ahead and enter them in for the console you need, and you should be again good to go. Everyone, that concludes our patch note portions of hotfixes, some nice swag, and well-rounded news. There is one thing I will leave you with, and this is really cool. For action figurines, I was able to find this, and they've just been showcasing this, which is a really cool collectible. The thing is very richy. It's like almost 600 bucks, not really my taste. But I thought it would be cool to showcase. Everyone, if you're new to the network, you can always subscribe. It's absolutely free, helps me as a creator. And if you do today, who knows? Maybe they'll give a discount on this really cool action figurine, because I might buy this thing for like 200 bucks. But I mean, I don't know, 600 bucks is pretty expensive for my taste. And I like collecting stuff, so that's saying something. I will see you guys and gals in the near future. Stay classy, stay safe out there, and I will be back later on, hopefully with some more Borderlands 3 keys. Once Randy or the other sources release them, I will be posting an individual video, hopefully before they roll out the next hot fixes. But stay classy, everyone, and I'll see you later.